Hi, it's David here again. Welcome back. I'm still loaded with the flu. It's just not going away. But at least we're here. And this is the video that I've really been dreading because I'm going to set up HMVC and walk you through the whole process. What was I going to say? Yes, I'm going to pretend that I had a couple of really intelligent questions from the last video. So I don't know if you watched the last video. I was talking about structure, and I'm just going to pretend you've asked a couple of really intelligent questions. Okay, so the first question is that someone should have asked is when you know how I was saying that when we're building, we go for one module to one table. So one table, one module. So if you've got a table called store items, you have a module called store items, okay? And I was talking about that. So one question you may ask is, well, what if you're doing some sort of cross join? You know, if you're joining tables or something, how does that fit into the picture? The answer is you just basically put those cross joins in the dominant module, okay? That's pretty much it. So remember that all we're really doing by separating everything is we're trying to make I'm so sorry. We're trying to make everything really easy to understand, really, so that we can, if you end up sick like me, you want to be able to lift the phone and have someone else come in and know exactly where everything is and how everything works. Now, to give you guys an idea of my life, like I'm on Google here. If I search for website repairs, okay, uh, the site that's at the very top of the natural listings is this site here. It's called Web Updaters. Now, I'm searching from the UK. You may have a different result where you are, you know. Maybe if it's you're watching this video away in the future, the result will be different also. But you can see that this site's at the top of Google. Now, this is actually one of mine. Look, I have testimonies and everything. So I am the guy who's at the top of Google for website repairs, right? And the reason I'm saying this is because I probably have more experience of doing website repairs than most people out there. And just about an hour ago, a quote request came in and someone had a problem with a MySQL table and they want me to have a look at it. But when I look at that site, if it's not built properly, there could be all code everywhere, just a complete spaghetti junction with the table being referenced here, there, and everywhere. But if we build in HMVC and if you use the techniques that I'm talking about, one table, one module, then everything's easy to find. Gee, if everyone did that, my life would be so much easier. So I would encourage you to do that, okay? Now, the second intelligent question that I'm going to pretend I've been asked is relating to the jewellery site. Do you remember the jewellery site that we looked at in the last video? And someone may ask, why is the actual item page, I'll bring one up, see if I can get a nice picture here. Why is the controller or the module for the item page called review? Why is it not called store items, store items, or anything like that? Well, the answer is to do with search engine optimization. Uh, I get paid, well, actually, last year I was charging 1,000 per month per website for search engine optimization. Most of my income came from SEO, and it's something that I take seriously. Now, one of the nice things about Codeigniter is that the sites load really, really quickly. So for anyone thinking about trying another framework, I would actually say Codeigniter is so fast. I mean, Google just loves Codeigniter sites. So the reason why I put review in is because review is a non-commercial word, you know. It's kind of an informational word, which is exactly the kind of thing that Google loves. So you'll notice, for example, when I build an online shop, if I'm ever saying something like add to shopping basket, okay, like here on the right, I normally use an image to say that. But as far as the text goes, I try and stack as much informational phrases in there as possible. So what's like review, information, advice, things like that, and I try and stack that, you know, those kind of words into sites and into site URLs, and I do that as much as possible. Now, the people who own this website have not hired me to do SEO. I'm not aware of them doing any SEO campaign. They're not doing link building or any article writing as far as I'm aware. But if I go to Google, for example, and do a search for something like ladies' wedding rings, without any SEO at all, here they are right on page 1 on Google with no SEO, and it's all just, well, no what we would call normal SEO, and it's all just structure, you know. So that's why I use words like review and information and advice. It's a really cool SEO tip. And I've used it to get to the top of Google with tons of sites. Do you know I'm at the top of Google for website maintenance right here above these pictures? This is one of mine as well. I have an internet marketing radio show. I talk about internet marketing. If I search for internet marketing radio, here I am at the top again, dcradionetwork.com. Come and take the trip, check it out, and have a fun packed time. So anyway, that's pretty much my answer to those two questions. Okay, so just to be super cool, I'm gonna head over and just download the basic kind of Codeigniter. I'm gonna take this one right from scratch. So we'll download the Codeigniter framework, we'll get that rocking, and then we'll add HMVC, okay? I have to tell you, I really hate these installations. Can you see the look of fear on my face? Can you see the look of horror? Anyway, yeah, that was my practice Codeigniter, which I'm going to just delete, pretend we never saw that. Why on earth is it doing this? It's a zip file. Open the zip. Ah, there we go. Okay, I've, I've extracted. I've extracted the Codeigniter, thank you very much indeed. Let's call this HMVC test. Pardon me. Sounds like a good name to me. I'm going to drag it into the htdocs folder. You know, I just know that this is going to go wrong, but it's okay. It's okay. I'll pretend that everything's under control. Right, localhost. What did I call it? Was it HMVC test? Oh yeah, so here we are, we're rocking in the free world and I'm so sorry. And Codeigniter is ready. What do you think of my cool Star Wars t-shirt, by the way? Isn't that fantastic? Isn't that just fantastic? Picked that up in Tesco for 10 quid. Anyway, here is Codeigniter, it's installed, hurrah! So I'm going to head on down to NetBeans here. I like to use NetBeans, I'm sure you probably like to use your own thing, and that's cool. But I'm going to create this as a project from existing sources. I'm going to choose HMVC test. Alright. Okay, so I've now made this project on NetBeans. Now, I have to say, I've tried PHP Eclipse and I've tried a few of the others. There's another one called Aptana or something like that. I tried a few of them and they were always crashing, you know. NetBeans isn't that fancy, but it never crashes, which is why I like to use it, just in case you're wondering. So, yes, we are here, we are rocking, and all is well. Now, if we look inside standard Codeigniter, we can see the controllers here. So I'm going to add a new PHP thing. I'll call it Hello World. Oh yes, I know that that's inspirational for you. And I'm going to copy the code from the welcome controller because I can't be bothered remembering anything. And whoopsie daisy, I'm just going to write function index echo hello, you're looking good today. Oh yes. So this is going to be called Hello World. So I would just write Hello World up here. We're still in the realms of standard Codeigniter installations. Now what we want is a scenario where we can just go like this and the thing shall work. But it's not happening just now because it's wanting us to do some miserable index thing like this, you know, but we really don't want this index rubbish here, do we? No. So we're gonna grab an HT access document from somewhere else. I'm just going to get it from a site that previously worked. I can never remember the code for HT access. There it is there. But it changes from server to server, and the nice thing is when you get it working once, that's usually sorted, you know. So I'm just adding a little HT access thing here. Is that cool? Is that okay? I think you can handle that. Surely you can handle that. But how on earth do I add it? Let me just check. New. Empty file. Surely, surely, surely. Yes, that looks about right. .ht. It helps if you can spell access. Okay, we're pasting in. Thank you. Everything should be cool. So if I refresh the screen, oh ha Jiminy, oh ha Jiminy, you can see that we now have standard Codeigniter up and rocking. We needed to add a little HT access in there to get the thing going, but that's cool. There you have it. So let's talk about HMVC. Let's get this thing installed. Oh Jiminy, I can't stand doing this kind of stuff. The fear. Right, okay, here we go. HMVC Codeigniter. Alright, it's gone on to this rather miserable website called Bitbucket. We'll click on the download section and we'll click on this branches vibe here, and you see where it says zip. Let's just do save link as. I'm sorry for being on a Mac to all you PC users. I've only recently changed to a Mac actually, and you know, I guess I have a love-hate relationship with this thing, as you shall see. So here we are, I've downloaded the zip file. Let's just extract that. Okay, I didn't expect that to happen, but that's okay. Here is the folder, and as you can see, it has a couple of folders in it. This is the HMVC vibe. So I'm going to take this core folder here, and I'm going to take these two files here, these two likely lads. In fact, let me just bring up, I'm all over the place. Let me just, here's my HT docs. Here is the HMVC test. Oh yes, here is the core folder for HMVC test. So I'm going to drag these two little beauties onto the core folder. Yeah, that's cool. That went pretty well actually. Now I'm going to look for a folder called third party. Okay, and I'm going to open up this little beauty here. And we have something called MX. I'm going to drag that son of a gun right in there. Can you handle that? That's all I've done, just 2 steps. We can handle that, right? So we're just about ready to rock. So now all we have to do is in our applications folder, we make up a new folder called modules. And this is where we store the modules. So I'm going to create a module called, let me just see, I think I'll call this module No Fun, okay? And inside this module, we're going to have pretty much 3 folders. Remember the triad? So you've got controllers, don't forget to make it plural. We've got views, and we've got models. All right. Now, if I just bring up my standard Codeigniter thing, here is the, let me just check. Oh yeah, this is looking just fine. This is looking just fine. I'm going to go into the modules here. We're almost there. Here is the no fun module. And it really is no fun at all. I hate all of this setup stuff. I'm going to create a new PHP file called nofun.php. and I'm going to whack in the controller code. It's basically just another controller. The only key difference is, see where it says extends CI controller? We change that to say extends MX controller, and obviously you change the class like that. You know, the name of the class. So I'm now going to echo, I'll add some H1 tags in. This is no fun at all. And now I'm going to head to the site if I can find it. Alright, and let's just do this. Oh yeah, so there you have it. That's HMVC installed, and you know what? It wasn't that bad. I never even had to refer to my notes, so I'm feeling quite good. Never really had to refer to them. Thanks a lot. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.